Salute! What's going on? Episode 178 of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast. I'm back. Kellie's back. And of course, we got it all on the table for you today. So get ready. Episode 178 is on its
I said
way.
No more goody two shoes, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Fuck you too, it's likewise. This is what they left me in when they ain't choose the right side. Red inside my sight lines, feeling this in my mind. Venomous synonyms, nigga, I become a python. Cause y'all really push me to the edge. Ain't no more rebuilding once it's fire on the bridge. Keep an eye out when trying to feed a dog who ain't been fed. Cause after you feed them, they might use the strength to bite your hand. It's crazy, I know. Thinking how could they do it? Play with negatives, way too long, and they show improving that. So no more goody two shoes, no more Mr.
Right.
Nice Guy.
Yeah,
Fuck you
fine
too,
with
it's
it.
likewise.
You know what I mean?
This
Chop
is
that
what
up
they
and whatnot.
left me
But
in
you-
when they ain't choose the right
What you looked at me like you didn't know it was episode 178.
I know, as the numbers
Yeah.
get a little higher,
Right. It
it's
sounds
like, damn, we really have been doing this for a minute.
178. That's a
178 episodes, or maybe
yeah.
169 for me. I don't know, but
Yeah, something like that. 106. Wow. Pause.
it's just a random ass number.
I know. Yeah, I know. That's
Just
not really a
shut up.
random number. That's where your nasty ass mind went. It's more than 160. No. Well, no, it's 70. Nah, it would be more like 159 for you or something like that. You
What episode was I on? My
uh
first episode,
17, and then you didn't come in until what?
19.
19? Yeah, so it's like 100.
I was sick for 18, so that was your sister and brother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
Yep, I
Yep.
think that was my first COVID case.
Oh, you had COVID?
I think that was because it was before COVID hit.
Oh, you was just saying you was sick. I'm sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I was like, how you gonna be
because
sick
the first show
before you start?
that I did was in February because I came straight from my uncle's birthday party. So that's
okay.
how I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was sick after that, so that was my first COVID,
Right.
which I didn't know was COVID. Nobody knew.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor said we're gonna treat this like the flu. And he's like,
You know what? That's actually cool that he did that because
he
that
was
sounds like
he's like your symptoms.
it sounds like your doctor's a smart guy. I accidentally kicked the bottle a little bit, so just in case you're reaching for it. Your doctor seems like a smart case because people still jumped into the Uber with me the other day and was just like, yeah, I know people that was, they was in the hospital or whatnot, and I'm like, listen, I told I told you and I told Shannon, I said, listen, you motherfuckers will find me up here, dead in a motherfucking doorknob. Like honestly, I don't give a fuck. Don't take me to no hospital. I'm not going to no hospital. I said, cause this is that like you bringing them in, pumping them out, like yeah.
My mom finally, I finally was able to move to enough to go to the doctor.
Right.
But I was coughing, so I was hacking up a lung.
Right.
And my mom was like, "You want to put a mask on?" Why my mom had mask already? She already had mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old heads
This-
they kind of prepared
She
for.
already had mask. I have a picture of myself
Got a bunker and all
in the
that
car, like
shit.
of with this mask on. I'm like, damn. Who knew? Who knew?
Who knew? Besides the road cones and the fucking
I'm trying to tell you, I went to
Halloween
work.
mask people was wearing.
I think I went to work one day on a Monday,
Yeah.
and I had my own office at the time. And I coughed. I had the door closed, but I coughed for 8 hours straight. Working and coughing. My coworker came to the door. He said, "Kellie, if you coughing like that when you wake up tomorrow morning, do not come to work." I was like this. You're right. But the crazy thing is, physically,
Right.
I felt fine.
But you just had a crazy cough.
It was the cough. I could not stop. I didn't.
Yeah,
It was,
shake it.
But then when I did get home that day,
Right.
straight to bed, closed the door.
Mm-hmm.
Because by that time, I did had the chills.
Oh, well then, yeah, you had symptoms. It wasn't like you could have.
No, I went to work. I felt fine at work, but when I
Right.
finally got home,
Mm-hmm.
it knew I wasn't coming back. My
Right.
body was like this. Watch what I do to you now. Shut it down. Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. Great. Anywho,
How'd you feel about that?
ugh, I needed the rest.
I had a goddamn. Oh man, I had a video that I thought I sent myself. Ain't that some shit when you think you send some shit to yourself and you know it don't send?
Uh-oh.
I know that was whack. That was whack. Like I don't even like that. That makes me feel away, and I don't know how to really feel about that.
Say it what it really is. That's wiggity wiggity whack.
No, see, I don't need you to say that dumb shit no more.
Wiggity wiggity wiggity.
Yeah, let's not do that no more. But you know what I mean, just so we have an understanding that, you know what I mean, what's corny and what's not corny. That's mad corny.
First of all, you know where the song is from. I had to say it anyway.
Yeah, well, it's a whole lot of wiggity 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 whack shit going on right now, and we haven't been here for a couple weeks or whatnot. So you know what I mean, we could definitely talk about it.
Week. We missed 1 week.
Oh, it was only 1 week.
It was only 1 week.
It seemed longer than that. Pause. Oh man.
I hate you. Oh goodness, golly.
Oh goodness. Yeah, man.
What was the?
I don't know, man. The video
about?
the video was mad funny, and I really feel away because
Wasn't funny enough. Didn't see.
Nah, man, because it was funny and it, you know what I mean, and it was something. You know, you just got this thing on your mind and whatnot, and you say to yourself like, "Ooh, this would be funny to send to myself." And when
did you send it to the podcast?
No, I sent it. So it was all right. So it was a Facebook video, right? And then you can go over to Instagram and look on the video. And then what happens is that I sent it to myself. And then what happens is when I sent it to myself, the shit. Then maybe it was just a video that wasn't. You know what I mean? Oh shit! Now I put myself in vanish mode. I hate this. There we go. It's all some shit, man.
Stuff.
Huh?
I said no. This is all tired stuff because I know I did get a
Yeah, I
got a couple of texts in the group chat, but I was driving it and didn't know who it came from.
Did you see the video I sent you yesterday with the white woman dancing to "Baby Got Back"? Sir Mix-a-Lot doing "Baby Got Back" in the orchestra. The greatest shit ever.
No, I did not.
The video said is that this white woman been probably waiting for this shit all her life, and I can definitely agree with that shit.
Oh my goodness.
I could definitely agree with that. I think that there be white people out here. They be wanting to try. Like, think about it like this though. If the most popular culture on the planet is doing all the thorough shit, wouldn't you kind of want to do some of the thorough shit? Like if every time you see us, the ruckus is us. You know what I'm saying?
Anything. Where'd you
even if it's ratchet.
Where'd you send that to me at? Because I'm looking
What's
at
that?
Instagram, and I don't have any messages from you from Instagram.
That's crazy. See, that's what I be thinking though too. I be feeling like when I send videos. Let me see.
The last thing I had from you is the porter potty chick from Dubai.
Look at this shit right here. Now is this? Did I send it to your inbox or did I send it? Let me see if this works. Is this on?
Baby got back with a full symphony in front of a whole bunch of middle-aged white women today.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get strong. Wanna pull up, drop, cause you notice that butt was strong. See what the jeans she's wearing.
Oh.
Can I say something? Baby, I wanna get picture.
I'm gonna take your picture.
My homeboys tried to
This
warn me.
this woman in the black dress has been wanting to do this since she was like 10. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her.
To hell with romance, she's sweating.
Oh, she
And I'm
rapping.
tired of magazines.
Yeah.
Black butts are the thing. Check the average black man and ask him that. She gotta pack much back. Where's my fellas? Fellas! When your girlfriend got the butt, tell him to shake it. Shake it. Shake that big old butt. And baby got back.
You know for a fact that lady in the black dress had been waiting for this opportunity her entire life. Bet you
Since
weren't
she heard the
expecting to see
song.
Sir Mix-a-Lot
Yes.
perform
Since she heard
Baby
the
Got Back
song.
with a full symphony in front of a whole...
Oh
Oh
my
my gosh.
goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Yeah, I,
man.
I didn't know. I saw what it was.
Shout
but I
out to the
didn't
whites.
get it,
Shout out to the whites, all my melanin deficient people out there who love the culture. Familiars, if you might. Familiars. Yo, that's really what it is. You seen Blade before, right? Remember when they was calling them familiars? I call them familiars. Eminem, a familiar. You know what I'm saying? Parks from oh my gosh, the Joe Button podcast. Familiar.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know? Oh gosh, I keep telling you to watch podcasts and listen to podcasts.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
I do.
You
You know whose podcast I just got into?
Andrew Schultz, familiar, huh?
You know whose podcast I just got into?
Who?
T-Pain.
You always pick the most obscure of shit. Do you watch Club Shay Shay?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm just trying to make sure because I don't really know what you're into.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, or what you have time to do, like especially at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you be doing?
Well, now that my work is how my work is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the office by myself.
So you got more time.
So I don't have to listen to it in my ear.
Mm-hmm.
I can just push play
Mm.
and do my work.
Oh, have the ratchetness blaring from the speakers.
Yeah.
How'd that work out? Anybody ever
Just
bust
fine.
in and whatnot and
No.
hear some out of control shit?
Nope.
Hmm.
That's why I keep it low and not low enough, but I keep it for my hearing.
Mm.
So if you walk past the door, you don't hear it.
Right. Which I can understand that.
Yeah. But it's hilarious. The show is hilarious. And it's been on at least 2-3 years now. I didn't know that.
What's that? The T-Pain?
Mhm.
Yeah, like a lot of these guys, we're going to talk about. I hate to keep podcasting about podcasting, but for some reason, the news headlines are now like podcasts, and I think that it even misses over Taya. Taya just want to talk about here's the thing. A lot of times, you ladies like to talk about the shit that's interesting to ladies. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Before we even go into it in the catch up, that shit, that Angel Reese and the LSU shit, all that shit is
Well, let
to
me
me is
ask you a
cat.
question.
Sure. Please ask the question.
Because I'm just seeing some of it today. Because,
Yeah.
I'm limited on the sports I watch.
Right.
And I don't watch any college sports.
Okay.
I'm familiar with who she is, but not enough of what's going on in the situation. So not to get deep into the aftermath of it,
Right.
but what was the beginning of it? What happened?
I have no fucking clue. We talking about the LSU? Like, listen, it started from last year. Them two were the finals. You remember? LSU versus Iowa was the finals. It was Caitlin, whatever her name is, and Angel Reese, and it was an entire thing. Like the teams.
Oh, it was the stuff that they was like going back and forth.
Yeah, it was
and,
right. You can't see me, right?
But they tried to say she was.
It was a competitive nature. And look, here's the thing, right?
Because I sent you something where they were talking about an article a gentleman wrote about both the teams and calling the LSU team basically
But that was old. That's last year.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to catch up and figure out
Here's my problem.
what's going on.
But here's the entirety of the problem that I have with all of this. I really don't care. That's the first part, right? The second part of it is that women's basketball is compelling only because these things are involved, and that's what bothers me the most. I barely watch men's basketball.
Right.
Because the way that I'm wired, I'm so much of a football guy. I can't take the point.
You can't do.
I can't do the point switching and the fucking. I got a 16-point lead and you blow it. I'll be the fucking jumped out of a first floor window. Like it's ridiculous.
Right.
So I love basketball. I do. I just like it in highlights. You know what I'm saying? I love my basketball on Sports Center. You know what I mean? Not from quarter to quarter. I can't do it. So when you start talking about women's basketball, first of all,
less.
Men's college basketball is boing because most of the players don't even really want to do it. They'd rather just come out of high school. And you can kind of tell that. So it'll always be somebody different kind of jockeying for position. NIL deals and shit like
college
that.
basketball is like what, only 2 quarters, really, right?
It's two halves. Both of them are only two halves.
Yeah.
So, but when I start thinking about women's, the first thing I think is, and I got my strong opinions, and y'all can kill me for this if you want to.
Oh Lord.
If you lower the fucking court to 8 feet, they'll be able to dunk. That's the first thing. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Lower to 8 feet, you can get some dunkers. I just wanted to see women dunk. But that's never going to happen. So I'm not worried about that. Cool. Other than that, it is compelling. Huh?
They won't let them do it. Like you said, just lower.
Just lower the shit to 8 feet. They be fucking windmilling 360 and when an Angel Reese would get up on a bang. See all the aggression in men's basketball. When niggas want to fight, they want to fight because somebody put their balls on their head. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And just imagine. You know what I'm saying? It's some nice little round things in women's basketball. Imagine Flo J would throw her ass on Caitlin's shoulder, bow, after she dunked on her. Now you got a real scrap. But, I mean, come on. Caitlin is nice with the three, so she just going to keep shooting threes, kill you from that because she can shoot from everywhere in the court. That's cool. But I think that then it gets emotional. Like, it's emotional.
If they would let women's basketball behave.
Behave? Explain.
Well, I mean, like you said, lowering the hoop so that they can dunk.
Yeah.
And
lower just put them just move them down.
At the end of the day,
just move the court down.
Men's basketball, they put on a show.
Okay. Yeah.
They put on a show.
Yeah.
And so when you're watching, especially back in the day when you're watching Jordan and Barkley and Shaq when he's coming out, Penny Hardaway.
Right.
It was a show. You going to see. First of all, if Shaq is going to make a 3-pointer.
Come on, nigga. Stop.
You know I love Shaq.
No, because now you just teasing
people.
I
love Shaq.
Why you teasing him?
Like, you going to watch to see if he's going to do that. You're going to see if Spud Webb, is he going to get up there and dunk on something with his short self?
But
you're going to see, these people by names. You have different things associated with them in your mind. And you're going to see this show. I don't think that women basketball gets the pull that it could get because they're not allowed to put on a show.
Well, if you lower the court, that'd be fine.
Right.
But see, okay, so that's the problem. So therefore, the thing that brings people's attention
now they're just,
is the catty ass
really
drama.
Just playing basketball.
But they playing basketball, and the only way that they get interesting, besides because like Dawn Staley is a phenom, you know what I'm saying, of a coach. Like, she's going to coach the shit out of your kids, and she's going to get an undefeated season out of these chicks. Like, that's how she rock. So
wherever she's at,
people like Dawn is a fucking anomaly because she knows the game of basketball and she can teach the game of basketball. So when we get past that, that's one team with one coach. Yeah. In order to build interest, you notice there's not a lot of that shit going on in the WNBA because the reason why is that because there's no immature catty situation going on that can be confused or misconstrued with some sort of prejudice or racism.
Right.
So my thing is always going to be this. It's like, oh, but the women's basketball is cool. This is the thing, right? The way that we keep our eyes focused on the prize in women's basketball is there has to be they're trying to pull Caitlin up to say, okay, she's the greatest and she's going to do this, that, and the third. Cool. But anytime it's always some sort of scrap on the court, a fight, a fucking pushing, Angel Reese fouled out the other day and with a play that probably wasn't a foul. But anyway, it was what it was. I don't like to over exaggerating all the drama because this shit becomes like WWE now. Yeah. WWE has.
I will say, I don't know if you got a chance to watch the TikTok I sent you.
Right.
With her teammates talking about her. So I do.
Nobody
see that them coming out and just saying like, yo, the media, y'all putting stuff in the mix that's not there.
But here's the problem. Can I tell you the problem? The problem is that when you feed into what that is as a player, when you facilitate that whole idea, you really, really do. You know what I'm saying? Like they like the media may call you a specific thing, and we've heard it from men's basketball when they used to tell niggas to shut up and dribble and all this other shit. Listen, it's sports against people that can't fucking make a layup. That's talking about you. They're commentators. They're gonna say whatever it is they want to say. If they look at you in a particular light, they look at you in a particular light, especially college sports. These motherfuckers don't know. You got students typing a lot of this shit. A lot of them are students or alumni, like hired by the university. They haven't really been in the real world. Their ecosphere is the bubble of college basketball.
Right.
And they've been saying fucked up shit for years. You know what I'm saying? So this is my thing. Now you got the great white hope out there. Oh my gosh, yeah. The racism is going to shine through. That train's never late.
It's never been late.
Never late. So listen, I don't like all the drama.
That's like a be early.
But to me personally, I don't like the drama. I don't like the drama. I think it'd be too much sometimes. I think it takes away from whatever the game is supposed to be. And I think a lot of times or whatnot, we gotta chalk certain things. That knee pain.
I'm just trying to stretch.
But you gotta chalk certain things or whatnot. And just stick to basketball. And if you really want the shit to be live, lower the fucking court. Keep telling y'all, 8 feet, 8.5 feet, wherever they can dunk. I'm trying to tell you, that shit'd be fire.
Fuck it, bring N1 back.
No. That's like the big three. Remember, you heard about that Ice Cube offer Caitlyn $5 million?
No.
Good to go to the big three.
No.
The problem is that you don't go to big three. Cause it's all well and dandy and whatnot until fucking
Sound good.
Yeah, it's all well and dandy until a nigga like Stoudemire is fucking swatting her white ass. Get that shit the fuck out of here. These niggas is
Wait a minute. Not in
that's what I'm saying. These men, they may be old, retired NBA guys. They ain't
lost a step.
And they ain't gonna let you just get it off. You know what I'm saying? They go, you know what I mean? It's only half court too. So, it's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing. But guess what?
That's a show.
We had a whole conversation
But look,
about
here we go. That's a show.
That is a show. But no, not with
back to
then it needs to be each big three needs to have one former WNBA player on it then.
Okay.
Let Cheryl Swoops do something. Let Cheryl Miller get busy. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody go down.
Kills her brother. Come
Huh?
on. I said she kills her brother. Come on.
Yeah, but her brother is her brother. And I'm pretty sure that we talking about shooting, not playing the game of basketball. I'm never hating. I'm not hating. I love women. Do y'all thing. Rock out. Just take the fucking drama out of it because it's like the Real Housewives of basketball right now.
All right, over.
All right. Yeah, let's
We're not a sports cast.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk about that shit today either. So that'll be the only time that we talk about this shit.
That'll be it.
Let me play a little song real quick. And we breezing through the topic.
We're gonna play a little Diddy.
No, we're not.
Play a little Diddy.
No, we're not. We're not playing no Diddy. No Diddy.
A song is called a Diddy.
No Diddy. No Diddy. No fucking Diddy.
Didn't he?
No Diddy.
Didn't he?
Let me play my song real quick. And it goes a little something like
Play
this.
my song and really listen.
That nigga said, nigga Prince outlived Mike Jack. You don't even know nothing about what's going on in that whole thing. I'm going to let you know in a minute, though. Welcome back to episode 178 of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast. And, of course, I am Mr. Know-It-All. Yes, I am here. It is me, your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster, even if you didn't know that he podcasted. And, as always, podcasting and multimedia's lovable smartass. Give it up for me. To my left, Q Hefner, Q Diamond Phillips, the Qster, Q-Matic, you know what I'm saying, Q-Tip, whatever it is that you want to call her, it is her, it is Kellie Q.
I'm home, y'all.
Get with us on IG at Mr_Know-It-All_pod, the Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast on TikTok, and please, as always, send all of your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. That's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. Kelly's sweater is stuck in there. To let you know, that was Kendrick's verse. Coming back at Drake and Cole for the first.
It was Kendrick's verse because
yeah, but that's the verse that everybody's been talking about and whatnot. I kind of wanted you to play that. I want you, if anything, just because you don't fuck with all the other shit, you need to tune in to whatever's about to happen with this shit right here.
Okay.
Because we didn't get a chance to talk about it.
So it was Drake and
So
J. Cole.
J. Cole did First Person Shooter.
Okay.
And that's when he was talking about, the big three is him, is Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. And Kendrick has taken exception to that, said, no,
I
nigga,
think it's just me.
fuck that big three, nigga. It's just big me.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Don't ask me no dumb questions.
No, I'm not.
All right, cool.
Didn't J. Cole and Kendrick have a song together? Not long ago.
They've all of them have done music together.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But this is not the first time that Kendrick has shot. Kendrick been shooting. Kendrick shot back on
Got shots all day.
he shot back in 2010 on the one joint. Like he was naming names and all that shit.
Oh damn.
They just called him the boogeyman. When Kendrick decide he want to go, niggas just don't seem like they want to go. And this has been going on for 3 weeks, and I have yet to hear a response. I just don't hear nothing from the niggas that I should be hearing shit from.
Drake can't respond.
Why can't Drake respond?
Because he can't.
Oh, you don't think is he not up to
I
par?
don't think
He's not on that level?
I don't think he's capable to shoot back at Kendrick.
Ooh, so you think he just can't rap good enough to do it?
Yeah.
I
think J. Cole may be able.
I think J. Cole can. I think
like
they're afraid.
literally, how I am with the people in the music right now.
Yeah.
But I'm very familiar with J. Cole. I'm very familiar with Kendrick.
Yeah.
And I like both of them because what do I always say?
You can understand what they saying.
They saying.
Yeah. I get
so
it.
then I can comprehend
Yeah.
where they going back and forth at each other.
I get that.
I think
portion, right.
they have the capacity, the wordplay.
Right.
To
yeah, absolutely.
they can stand on the other side of
it's
the
fucking
room and
competition.
fire.
I mean, it's so like petty right now. The niggas that actually like each one of them. So like, a couple of different rappers have like unfollowed Drake on it. Yeah, but it's not even about it not being that deep. I don't like it because niggas, nobody is an old bar that I heard, and of course it's a Joe Budden bar, but it's an old bar that really, really lends true. This nigga said, he's like, y'all so thoughtful, but won't resort to getting near a booth. None of these niggas will talk shit all day and not pick up a pen to write a verse to save their lives. And that bothers me because now we in a point into which that Kendrick is trying to engage. I want to let you niggas know Candyman is here. And niggas is saying names. I'm saying names. What are we doing? Because back in the day, it took nothing. Everybody went at it.
Look, it's basically, I'm asking you for a fair one.
Yeah, but niggas don't
and
want.
you not.
Niggas are scared. That's the whole thing because now the
But
image.
If you got the wordplay to do it, do it.
But niggas don't want to be a meme. They don't want to be a meme. They don't want to be a meme. You don't want to come up on that Summer Jam screen. You ain't trying to be the person
don't want to be
that lost the battle. Yeah, the crying Michael Jordan emoji. Come on. Like, think about it. I think that's what hurts people the most is the way that the fans react. Because back when Jay and Nas was going at it, there was no way that we could put that out there. Social media wasn't a thing.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just used to kissing beans. There was nobody to say this. We just said what we said. Niggas would go up to the radio and get busy. Everybody was rapping against each other. It was squad versus squad.
I missed that.
That's what we
just
all
said
miss,
what
Kelly.
we said.
Kelly, that's what we all miss. That would be the thing.
So you can't get mad at me for not listening to this bullshit.
I'm never gonna get mad at you for not listening because I understand your point. What I'm saying is that the reason why I want you just to pay attention.
I'll pay attention to this.
We do a podcast, and all we do is talk about shit. So when I start talking about some shit that you have no idea about, Mabel, you start looking like I don't know that. That's that Barry White sample, right? That's what I know.
10 hours at work. I'm trying to tell
you. See what I'm saying? Before we just talked about the you blaring podcast as loud as you possibly can.
Okay, that just started.
See,
like Thursday of last week.
Okay. What about the fucking 10 years before that?
I was listening to podcasts in my car, but I was listening to us.
Some of my songs too.
Oh, well, I had Sirius XM, so.
Oh, see. Oh, so you could have got the songs uncut.
Yeah. But
you
you
just
know,
wasn't listening.
I listen to the stations.
Stations that you like.
Right.
All the Golden Oldie
I
and
got
shit.
the presets.
Golden Oldie,
Yeah.
WDAS,
No, that's not
WDAS2.
on XM.
Huh?
That's not on XM.
I'm just saying. I mean, but those
But
those type of smooth jazz and fucking all that good shit.
all that good
Your
shit.
car rides be boring as hell.
No, they don't.
You be-
I'll be having fun.
You be alone with.
I'm the only one in the car.
You be alone with New Jack Swing in your thoughts.
I got the worst thing for me
Mm-hmm.
is to get in the car with my son,
Right.
and he's like, "Mom,
Yeah.
can I connect my phone?"
No. You about to play the most ratchet,
Oh my
dumb shit you've ever heard in
God.
your life. Oh, we about to turn on this NBA young boy.
I'm like,
You be
Caleb.
hearing some bullshit, don't you?
"Oh my God!"
Yeah, I hate it.
I'm like, Caleb, Caleb.
And Don is a
Really?
die-hard hip hop fan. He love all the shit that I love. But when I get that nigga the aux, he start playing some bullshit.
I'm
That nigga start playing. I'm like, nigga,
I
what
was
are
like,
you
Caleb,
doing?
you can listen to you could be in the car with your mom
Yeah, I know.
and listen to that.
I know. That's kind of crazy. I remember
But he courted me one day.
Yeah.
He got me and I couldn't say anything
why.
because Kim was on.
Uh-huh. Which one? What song?
Watch me make a Sprite can disappear.
Oh shit! How many licks does it take? Do you get? And you was fucking he was like, oh, you can listen to this and I can't listen to mine. That's crazy.
He's like 16 hours.
Damn. And you listen to how many fucking licks does it take till you get to the listen to the clip? That's crazy.
And I was like this. I wasn't even thinking. I was
What?
just, hey, I was remembering the days.
Yeah, those
had-
was the times.
We had the good parties.
Those was the times. I mean, everything is, not for everybody.
Yeah.
But
And my music ain't for him.
yeah, I know.
His music is not for me.
See, but you know what the thing that confuses me though is you don't even really listen. You don't listen to like Nicki Minaj or nothing like that.
Nope.
But Nicki rap.
I don't like Nicki.
Why you don't like
I
Nicki?
don't,
She actually raps.
yeah.
And she makes shit that's similar to some of the shit
I mean,
that Kim made.
there's some stuff I listen to Nicki, but I'm not going out. I'm not going out and buying anything.
I just think that it was your time, and that's what it was. You kind of engulfed in whatever your time was at that time period.
Yeah.
Which I can
Like
understand.
Nicki came in on
The tail end.
tail
yeah.
end.
I told you.
So-
I told you when we wanted to go see the concert in Atlantic City or whatnot. We stood up the whole fucking time.
My
That shit-
sister just went to
Shit
the
was
concert.
fucking Drew
at
Hill,
Wells
Mace,
Fargo.
Kim, Wells Fargo, huh?
Yeah, Wells
Mm-hmm.
Fargo.
Oh man. Speaking of that, how's the WrestleMania thing going? Speaking of that though, before we do all of that,
Get my pictures I sent you.
I don't give a fuck about that. You sent me pictures. Kelly, I drive all day, every day. All I do is see WrestleMania. I'm waiting for you to send me the picture to some fucking tickets to the shits.
Hey, we had a room block at our hotel. They canceled it.
Really?
Yeah. So
Hmm.
whatever we would have had.
So the wrestlers just said,
Well, no, like
you think was it WWE wrestlers?
I don't know who it was, but
Right.
it was a part of the WrestleMania block.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they got more rooms at one of the bigger hotels.
Oh, okay.
Which would make sense.
But you got y'all pretty booked this weekend, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we reaching up into that magic shelf and pulling up that red stuff.
I
Pop-
can't even
Pop the cap and squirt it all over the meat.
can't make my sound. You told me I can't
Yeah,
make
please
my
don't do
sound
that.
anymore.
Pop the cap, squirt it all over the meat. You know what I'm saying? Put the buns on top of it. That's crazy. The whole thing. Cut it in half, maybe.
Hot dog buns.
Because it is time. Come on now. It is time for the ketchup. Yeah. But other than so you said the WrestleMania is booked. You booked up for it. So it's probably all the wrestling, every wrestling organization is coming into town, right?
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
They got wrestling. They're gonna have.
They have an expo. I know that
Yeah.
they have the expo going on at
So the expo is
at the convention center.
right. So that's WrestleMania official. At the 2300 Arena, they're doing TNA
Mhm.
wrestling, and then at I want to say, I don't know if it's like Leah Course or something like that, but you know, so they're doing SmackDown, they're doing NXT on Saturday morning at another location.
Oh wow.
Then WrestleMania is Saturday night, and then WrestleMania is again Sunday night.
Right.
And then, Friday night they record SmackDown. I don't know if they're doing that in Philly. I don't know if they're doing it in Hershey, but they're doing it somewhere close to here. And it's a whole thing.
It's a whole vibe.
It's a whole thing. But I'm pissed off because right now I actually do have the money to buy WrestleMania tickets. I just don't really want to do it.
Right.
But I swear to you, if on Saturday morning I look up and WrestleMania tickets are like $100, I'm going.
Oh well, yeah.
Because they get much
Cheaper.
cheaper when they get closer
Yeah.
to the event. Because they got to fill up. They have sold 90% of the tickets.
Yeah.
And in a stadium in the link holds what, 76,000?
Something like that.
That shit is a lot. So
It's gonna be at the link.
it's at the link.
Oh, this shit gonna be outside.
Yes, it's WrestleMania. WrestleMania get
I
held.
mean, I know it's WrestleMania,
Well,
and I know
WrestleMania-
how big WrestleMania gets, but I
It's
have
being
never heard of WrestleMania. No, they did do one outside.
Yeah, they did. They do
did.
the majority of them outside
Oh.
now because some of them they can get in like certain places, but they trying to move every year. This is a special one because Philly is like one of the biggest wrestling cities on the planet.
Mm.
Like a lot of, between New York and Philly, a lot of
I mean, it
wrestling.
seemed cool to be in the link, but I think it would been hotter been in.
They did that shit in
Citizen
MetLife
Bank.
one year.
I think Citizen Bank would have been better for
Mm-mm,
it. Just
Not enough
you know,
seats.
Really?
Not enough seats. Nah, they did it in MetLife one year, packed it out, and
Wow.
they did it in MetLife. They did it in Cowboy Stadium. They'll do it outside or whatnot. It's always kind of a teeter, but they don't give a fuck because it was raining one year in New York. They didn't give a fuck.
Wow.
Like, just like that year they did the fucking Super Bowl in New York. They did the Super Bowl in New York. It'd be February. Niggas is out there in a cold Super Bowl. I'm like, man, y'all take that shit back down south and, you know what I'm saying? Or
Call it a day.
put it in the dome. Like, this shit is crazy. They out of control, but they
Wish
could.
we had a dome.
Yeah, I know. That should be next on the list. But it don't matter.
That should have been with the creation.
But the climate change around here is, this is gonna be a warm climate soon.
Well, here's a kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thought process, especially for our Eagles.
Right.
I've told people this over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to any Eagles games,
Right.
they're all before October. I don't plan on ever going to an Eagles game
You ain't a real fan.
after October because I can't do the cold.
Meaningful.
You know I'm
football-
old and I got bad knees.
Yeah.
Can't do the cold.
Meaningful football don't start until
Mm-hmm.
November.
Well, I still like to watch it on TV because you just get more angles. You get to see all.
I actually love
But-
football better on TV. The best time, the best way to consume a football game is out in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Tailgating is the greatest shit ever. But that's beside the point.
But I think it would. I mean, we'll sell out the link regardless. You have those diehard fans,
Yeah.
but I think even the people that are the good fans,
Right.
but like to be warm as well,
Yeah.
if you had the dome, would venture
Pause.
to
If you
got
had,
that dome.
if you had the dome.
Got that
is
dome, Daddy?
nuts.
But
Had-
yeah, I just think
If you
I
had
had to
the
go
dome,
to a December game if there was a roof.
was good to hear. All right. Pivot.
I still love my Eagles though.
Of course. Pivot.
Gee.
Not even gonna talk about the Hassan Reddick trade. That was stupid. But we just gonna let them be with that. Hopefully, how we know what he don't. Pivot.
Look, I'm gonna let you be great,
Yep. Diddy.
or didn't he?
You've been waiting to say that shit you was practicing that in the mirror, wasn't you?
No, I just
Diddy or didn't he?
that's all I've been hearing for like 5 days.
No, I've been hearing no Diddy all the time. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. Okay, so we know they
My
raided
case
Diddy's
was
crib last weekend or 2 weeks
Case
ago.
was
How
like,
long ago?
reparations is on their way.
So they raided his cribs to try to figure out what's what.
Right.
And of course, every social media platform and everything about it has now been taking swipes at Diddy. They're
Especially 50.
They going at 50 petty as hell. 50 don't at least 50 been told you that he don't fuck with that nigga at all.
Right.
And I mean the worst thing in the world is that Diddy was messing around with his baby mom. But yeah, that's kind of wild. But it is what it is
That
though.
part.
Listen, I'm gonna let both of y'all be great. It's above my tax bracket. But Of course, we saw it. What was this? Was this last weekend or the weekend before? I think it was the weekend before.
Think it was the weekend before.
So we saw it.
Mm-hmm.
We saw everything. We saw the fucking. We saw his jet leaving. We saw him at the airport pacing.
Right.
We thought all. I mean, everybody came to every conclusion that they possibly could about what was going on, and we still have zero answers. The only thing that people know is that they feel like Diddy is going to jail. The problem with Diddy, to me, I don't believe nothing until something comes down.
Right.
You know what I mean? There has to be some sort of charge dished out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean,
Misa's
listen.
page.
Huh?
That's Misa's page.
Who?
Misa.
Who the hell's Misa?
Justin's mom.
Oh, so?
Yeah, no, she.
Yeah, so she.
But it's the whole.
But see, that's what I'm saying. All right, so they rolled up. My thing is that there's been so much speculation about what's what. People be saying, oh, it's he's getting indicted for, or sooner or later for sex trafficking. And people come to their conclusion whenever they want to come to it. The first thing they say is that, oh, he dealing with kids. I'm like, well, where did you get kids from sex trafficking? Because people don't really know what sex trafficking is. Everybody thinks that it involves juveniles, and it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? His son was bringing hoes to the parties.
Which one?
Don't it matter? Justin, and Christopher, huh? Christian or whatever the fuck his name is. Christian and Justin and Albie Shore's son.
Christopher is Christopher Jr.
Oh yeah, you're right. And Albie Shore's son. All three of them niggas was bringing bitches. I don't see the problem. You know when I see the problem with them bringing women from elsewhere? Come on, this shit happens all the time. And here's the thing. All the chicks got to do is say that they didn't have no intention on getting paid the fuck. They just came through for a Diddy party. So I don't even really try to nail him on that type of trafficking. It's just weird.
Here's the thing.
Bitches fly. Hey, think about it like this.
Uh-oh.
If you got friends, when your whole friends go on vacation, ain't they sex trafficking? When your whole friends take and they go 4 in a room to Miami, ain't they sex trafficking? That's what that is to me. Them bitches going down there to sell box. Going down there to bust it open for a real nigga. Am I wrong? That's sex trafficking, ain't it? They flying from Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, or wherever they coming from, the general vicinities, and they going down south in the hot area. You know what I'm saying? Put on something small and skimpy to bust that shit open for a real one. Ain't that sex trafficking? Especially if a nigga buy you a drink and you flew elsewhere to go get it, and this nigga bought you drinks, so he bought you a bottle or a section or something like that, that's sex trafficking. That is. Am I wrong? If you get all you bitches getting flued out, you sex trafficking. All y'all getting seriously, if you getting flued out, you sex trafficking.
My thought process on some of this,
and
I told you this last week when this all happened,
right?
Because right now we don't know if they found anything or not.
Mm-hmm.
But my thought process is that they had this whole big to-do to show going into the house.
Right.
To actually just go play some bugs to try to find some information.
Or they went in there to find the information so they can fucking destroy it. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, when they find that Judge Mathis tape, that shit gonna be crazy.
Judge Mathis.
I'm sorry. Shout out to Judge Mathis. I apologize. You caught it straight. We don't need no tapes, TD Jakes. That nigga telling on himself. Have you ever been swallowed? That nigga telling on himself.
I got it.
Like, honestly, you don't want to find, and I mean, if we find the Barack John, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, like, honestly, let's keep it 1,000.
Prince Harry.
Prince, come on, man. And Diddy, they said they found cameras in every room. In every room. So let me ask you a question.
I'm scared.
If you was Diddy, would you not plant a camera in every room in order for safety purposes?
I don't want any bitches talking about
Not only that,
I raped them.
Mhm,
Nope, it
nope.
was consensual.
Cool. That's
It's
the biggest.
consensual.
That's the biggest part. But here's the other big part. When you have to relinquish 50% of the company that you own, that is making you hundreds of millions of dollars a year, because niggas is alcoholics. You know what I'm saying? And you no longer are the half part owner of Ciroc, and they voted you out, and essentially you had to take them to court in order to get your money back. We know the story, right? One of the biggest liquor companies on the planet. Do you think they might be in bed with the government a little bit?
Hey.
Nancy Pelosi and them get drunk. All these niggas, you know what I'm saying? They've been drinking. You know what I'm saying? They all get busy.
I mean, seriously, where do you buy your liquor from? From the fine wine and spirits. Who owns the fine wine and spirits?
Well, that's only in Pennsylvania.
But I'm just, it's not just only in Pennsylvania.
All right, well,
It's-
Commonwealths. Or, no, not even all Commonwealths. Nope. Pennsylvania. Who else? What other state? The state
at the
owns.
state store.
Which one? What other state is?
California got state stores.
Oh, all right. Well, California is that. Okay. All right. Who else?
I don't know.
It ain't many.
But I thought most states had a state store.
Fuck. They might have a state store, but they also have stores that sell liquor on their
I
own.
mean, we have stores that sell liquor on their own too.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Pennsylvania doesn't have a single store that sells hard alcohol on its own. And that's
Distributors.
Pennsylvania does not have a single store that sells hard alcohol on its own. A distributor is exactly that. It's a fucking beer distributor. You walk in there and you buy Budweisers and fucking and it got to be a certain what you call it. You walk in there buy Budweisers and Barefoot.
17 states.
17 states.
Mm-hmm.
Which name them? Name me some of the other
Alaska,
states.
Maryland, Minnesota, South Dakota. I gotta pull up the list.
Oh, it's
But
all the
that's-
bullshit states. How we get caught up in that?
Pennsylvania.
That's because, right, well, Pennsylvania's a bullshit state besides Philadelphia. It's like New York. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody really think about, you know what I mean? There might be like 5 places with black people in New York. I think that any place without black people, that's where, you know what I'm saying, they do these weird ass considerations. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere else is so black flooded, they can't even pull no shit like that. That's the reason why our fucking fine wine and good spirit stores, what kind of bullshit is that? You know what I mean? You're going to shut shop at 9 o'clock. Niggas just started drinking. Fucking bullshit. I don't even know. I can't say prayers to everybody's involved. I'm hoping that there are no underage situations going on with this.
Right.
I'm hoping that this is not a play to assassinate the character, but to talk to all of you motherfuckers that are praying and looking for his downfall.
Yeah.
I say, this is what I say.
Like I'm enjoying the jokes. The jokes are funny.
The jokes are funny.
The jokes are funny. I'm not.
It's always funny till it ain't.
It's always funny. Till
It's
then.
always funny till it ain't.
But you know, I'm not wishing anyone's downfall.
I don't even wish him.
I'm like the rest of the world. Just to watch it.
I don't even wish his downfall, even though he's an asshole. And that's the problem. You can be see, here's the problem. You can be an asshole, and you can be rich, and you can even be a rich asshole, but you can't be a rich asshole in the public light, not for too long.
Yeah.
Every rich asshole
It's
that
gonna
had
come at you.
yeah, like every rich asshole that is in the public eye, you're going to start receiving ridicule. And people are going to, try to knock you off your peg. Floyd Mayweather, Donald Trump, fucking Russell Simmons, Dame Dash. Like any motherfucker that's like up there in the spotlight, they're going to start being like, yo, what the fuck? Especially if you black.
Right.
You give me no black billionaire and be up here talking shit. You can't. You just can't. Like you can't essentially sit Kanye. You can't just say what the fuck you want to say and do what you want to do. So,
I'm listening to some Kanye today.
did you?
I was about to listen to some Kanye. I was walking out the house. You know, I still got my CDs in the house.
You still got what?
I still have my CDs in the house.
What the fuck is a CD?
Thank you so much.
Kellie is still, for all the youngsters that listen to this podcast, Kellie still indulges in compact disc.
Hey, I invested a lot of money in those damn CDs. I'm not just throwing them away.
You know you can like rip them and put them on a computer or a device.
I did.
You still got a CD player?
Yes.
What kind of CD player do you have?
I have a 3-disc CD player.
Yo, all right, never mind.
I've had it for years.
I'm not tell niggas you got a fucking
CD
8-track
player
or
in
a
my
record
car.
or a goddamn record player. You got a record player?
Mhm.
Does this work?
Yes.
It's 2024, Kelly.
It's a new one, actually.
You bought a new record player?
No, I actually I hit my 10-year at Marriott, and they
Yeah.
give you like gifts or whatever.
And they bought you a record
So
player.
they had a book of gifts,
And one of them was a record player.
and you could choose what you wanted.
And you chose a record
I
player?
chose a record player because I had a whole bunch of records and 45s and nothing to play it on.
And you got offended when I called you Mabel.
I still get offended when you call me. My name is Kelly. Damn it.
Oh man.
Anywho,
All right, we're gonna
Next
breeze through this real quick. Let me see. Ty sent me this video about a girl catfishing a guy on a date, and he sent her a request for his money back.
tell me it's not the girl. So I just saw a girl myself shoot who went on a date.
Hold up. I got it for you right here. Listen to this shit.
I wonder if it's the
Now
same
look
one.
in the mirror.
Oh, my fault. What the hell? I hate
What
that.
you do?
I don't know. It's always some dumb shit.
What did you do?
The shit get confused, and when they get confused and the shit don't want to play, hold up.
Okay. So while you're waiting on that,
Here we go.
I'm sorry, guys. I just had to clean myself up a little bit. He came.
Hold
and
on. Here we go.
guys, I just finished my date, and
no, that's her.
Yeah.
I'm
her.
so embarrassed. I'm not gonna cry in here. I'm not gonna cry.
No,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, guys, I
no,
just
he
had to,
deserves his money back.
Clean myself up a little bit.
I saw
He
this whole video
Came.
before
He
I
came,
even
and
saw what
so
she looked
the whole
like.
thing is, we went to this
on the
restaurant he wanted
video.
to go to, and it was a little too
Pause that,
expensive, but
please.
No, I'm gonna turn it. I'm just gonna turn it off. Like so, essentially, the what I'm playing in the background is a woman goes viral
I
after
was
going
wondering
out
if
on
it
a
was the
date
same one.
with a guy that she met on BLK. The man says she catfished him. He pays for her food. After leaving the restaurant, he sent her a Cash App request for the money to pay for her meal. So Kelly, you feel as if that he's justified for doing
He
this.
is justified for doing that.
Why, Kelly?
He is justified for doing that for the simple reason, if you finish listening to that,
Right.
he says to her,
Yeah.
"You don't look like the picture
Yeah.
you sent."
Okay.
But if
Mm-hmm.
you're going on a date
Right.
with anyone,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Why the
you're
fuck
gonna
did you
show
come out
up
look like that?
on your best. You're going, you're going to try
Yeah.
to show out.
Yeah.
This may not be what you look like every day, but you're going to do a little something
Mm-hmm.
for someone you just met.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to show up with a fucking scully cap on my head, my makeup.
She said she changed her clothes though,
Yeah.
but that didn't really
Either
say nothing
way,
about her
you
fucking
didn't
half
look like
braids.
the picture you sent.
No.
And
she
it's not
didn't.
like you. Here's the thing: if I don't look like the picture I sent,
Mhm.
I want to look better than the picture I sent.
Okay, go ahead.
So I want him to say, "Oh, you do look better in person."
Right.
She didn't get that. She didn't get that.
Right. Well, she
The
did.
fact that he stayed and actually paid for your meal.
Wow.
The fact that he actually stayed and paid for your meal.
You trying to get that
Where a lot of-
85% nigga back quick.
Where a lot of niggas be like, "Nah, no, come on, we didn't watch Catfish.
Yeah.
No,
So here's the thing. The picture looks like her.
the picture looks
It's
like
just
her.
that it looks like
But
her
her hair's not.
dolled up. Her hair's done. She got
Right.
makeup on and whatnot.
Honestly, it looked like a glamour shot.
It do. It looks like she could have put a
I
filter
mean, no
or two on it.
disrespect.
Yeah.
It looked like a glamour shot.
It does. But I think I do agree with you. That was not a good look on her part in order to do that. But sometimes you got to take some shit on the chin. See, here's the thing.
Pause.
Pause big time. Yeah, that was bad. All right, we going. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy.
No,
So no.
no Diddy.
So listen.
No doubt.
So here's what the fuck.
Martin.
All right. So we going.
Oh,
Let's just take it back for a second though. My biggest thing is my man. First and foremost, she ain't even bad with the makeup on, but that's a whole nother topic entirely. She's not. No, I'm talking about she's not the shit with the makeup on. I mean, she's just not a very very pretty girl. She's okay.
right.
Nice little 5 spot. You know what I'm saying when she done up. And he took that makeup off. He was cruising in with a smooth deuce. But I think so. The reason why I think that he was justified in his actions because he probably was looking to get to know her. Now,
Well, that's the
speaking
thing.
from
If he actually took the time to say, "Hey, let's meet up," then the person he met,
yeah, it was intriguing.
reading,
Right.
communication, conversation wise,
Yeah.
was interesting enough.
Right.
But we also have to remember we're human,
Yeah.
and we like what we see.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we're trying to see if
and you could tell he
what I enjoyed speaking to, the person I enjoy speaking to,
Yeah.
can I get, is it the whole package?
So
And obviously,
well, speaking as a nigga from the hood,
hmm
that no hood niggas.
so even if she didn't come in this hat, her hair is braided up.
That's what I
underneath
was saying. The
this,
shit didn't look well
and
at all.
it didn't
yeah.
look like it was freshly braided.
Yeah, it's just like she looked bad. She looked like she was down and
this
out.
looks like an old picture because you can see.
She looked rough. She looked fucking rough.
You can see how thick she is in the picture she's talking about.
Nah, she
in
could have
comparison to.
She could have just turned her fucking head. You know, women do that all the time. You show it's
That's head on.
but that's a fucking what you call it.
That's
Look,
a couple of years ago.
all right,
when
but
she was taking her high school graduation picture.
but she could have She could have been. She was recording from underneath. You know how women don't like to record from underneath. That one is like an upshot. Exactly. That's
not an upshot. Look at that.
It's like a head on up.
It's like maybe.
Unless keep it a bean. It's a fucking filter on it. It's a filter, and she's beat. Like she got makeup on, and she, you know what I'm saying? Like she did a filter on the shit. At the end of the day, and whatnot. Like I said before,
her hair look rough.
I know. As a nigga from the hood, that know hood niggas that have been around hood niggas and just have been in the whole ecosphere of hoodism.
See,
I'm surprised that the nigga. Now here's the thing: he wanted to. I'm surprised the nigga didn't just beat and then don't call her back. But to ask for your money back. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's the thing I'm thinking. If you like, it's kind of like it's not gentlemanly, even if she is beat, to ask for your money back. So at least a nigga could say, listen, I'm trying to get something out of it. Maybe you fucking. Oh yeah, god damn. Yeah, that's rough. It's rough in the streets. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, he could have just beat and then like not called her back. At least he'd have got his money worth. Is that sex trafficking?
No.
Why?
Because there wasn't no sex involved.
He paid for the meal. But so I'm saying, if he would have paid for the meal and then beat, even though he thought she was a deuce, you know what I'm saying? And then not called her back.
Here's the kicker.
What?
He didn't even try to beat.
I know. That's how rough it was.
When
a nigga don't try to beat, nigga, he is perplexed.
When he say,
there's nothing redeeming.
I can't even hit that from the back.
That's crazy.
No.
And how many niggas, out of 100 niggas, how many niggas would be catfished and still
100 out of 100
would still beat
100 out of motherfucking 100. 100.
No, not 100 out of 100. I think
99 out of 100.
No, I say give it about 85, 87. Some niggas would just be like, no, you ain't on my, you know what I mean, on my love. Like honestly, if a nigga get real catfished, like you said, didn't she show up with her fucking prom picture? She put a prom picture up, and then she show up. She done had 7 kids, 2 divorces. You know what I'm saying? She kind of beat. You know what I mean? It's a body magic in there, whatnot, holding everything together. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation is not rocking the way that she thought.
The vibe is no longer there.
Huh?
The vibe is no longer there. I've
Yeah.
been there, done that.
All right, so at
The
the end,
vibe, I told you when I showed up, and the guy who sounded like LL on the phone looked like Biggie in person.
right.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day,
that.
but see, women
Wait,
but women are different because women could even like the nigga and be like, no, I'm not giving him none. Nigga, if a nigga spent the time, because here's the thing, the nigga didn't just say like, yo, what the fuck, and walked away. He sat down.
wish
He
he
was in
would've.
he was in public with this bitch. He was in public with her. He sat down, had a meal with her, and he just wanted the common courtesy. Maybe he did try to beat, and then she was like, no, and that's what he asked for his money back. That's what I. That's what I mean. Think about it. Think about it like that. Think if a nigga was like, yo, all right, at least I can smash. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Even if the box is not trash or whatnot, like, honestly. Because, niggas, to pay for an entire.
No, I think
What?
he went.
Right.
He told her like, "Yo,
Yeah.
this is not what I was expecting. This is not the picture you sent me."
At all.
He still went through
Right.
because he's a gentleman. He still went through
Mm-hmm.
with the date because I'm not gonna waste all my time. I'm going to eat. We got to eat. Whatever.
Right.
Then he gets home.
Yeah.
And he starts talking about it. And talking about it. And then
But see,
somebody said, "Nigga, you need to get your money back."
But maybe, and that's what it was. Most niggas don't harp on the situation like that if they got something out of it. He probably was trying to beat, and she probably was like, "No, I don't go home with guys on the
No,
first
he
date."
he probably made it to the end of the dinner and was just like, "Yeah, nah,
It ain't even worth the beat.
it ain't even worth the beat."
It's not worth when it
And
ain't.
he probably, I'm giving him the benefit. He probably went back and forth while he was driving home. And by the time he got home, he was like, "Nah."
It ain't
Give my money back.
worth the beat. That's
Would
yo,
you ever if you were ever in that situation
yeah,
in your younger years?
yeah, long time ago those days.
Long
right.
time ago. Long
Right,
time
right,
ago.
right,
If
right.
you were ever in that situation, do you think that, if, Venmo and Cash App was around, that you would ask for your money back?
If I couldn't beat.
Okay.
Like, honestly, and it wouldn't even be like a suave trying to beat. It'd be like, what you about to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Oh, God.
you know what I'm saying? Yo, you ever seen Die Hard? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you like, yeah, I seen Die Hard, but like, yeah, I got the whole trilogy. You know what I'm saying? It's on Netflix right now. Come on, you might as well come on back. You know what I'm saying? We can chill, pop some popcorn and shit. We chill. I'm a beat. But I'm me though. I'm a beat.
All right, so,
But
yeah.
but see, I'm a
He's
beat.
messy.
Huh? I'm a beat
So,
because of
question
this.
for you.
Right.
So, imagine you're the dude
Right.
that shows up to
Mhm.
this particular date.
Right.
Could you?
Could I what?
Could you be?
Well,
Like,
all
if
right.
she looks that drastically different from the idea that she gave you.
I'm a gentleman though. So I would have probably did the same. I would have chilled
Mm-hmm.
and I'd have been like, damn, she a strong deuce. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, yo, she a deuce. I might go to the bathroom. I might text my man, like, yo,
Call me.
she a deuce, bro.
I gotta
You
go.
know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm thinking about having you call me. You know what I'm saying? But then back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Your homies are like, can you beat? I'm like, you know what? And that would have been the next thing on the list, would to be to try to approach the beat. If it's but listen, 87.5% of niggas is going to take down a mud duck because we hunters. So therefore, we're you know what I mean? We wasn't aiming for it. You ain't going to be my lady, but I done spent $1.75 on this nice little meal. Let me see what's up with this beat. I mean, I'm saying,
Hey, okay, so let's flip it here.
right.
Have you ever?
Right.
Because this is where I think he might have been in this situation.
Right.
I don't know. He could have been a little bit both of our situations.
Right.
But have you ever met someone and tried to be cool, whatever, and
Mhm.
just realized, no, I can't even. I cannot.
Yes.
I cannot.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yo, and it's so the crazy thing, right? I'll tell you how wonderful college was.
Yes,
All right, all right.
I've been at
College,
that college. Yes.
college, where I started to understand my worth. You know what I'm saying?
No shit.
So I remember.
Okay.
I didn't even know how this situation occurred. It was a drinking night. You know what I'm saying? You a freshman in college. You don't really give a fuck. You vibing. It is what it is.
Mad
The
dog.
situation kind of happened. It just came out the blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I no names. But the chick's name was right. Nah, you don't know her.
Okay.
So, and she was from. So I'm like,
Nah.
yeah, right. So, but she wasn't really my cup of tea.
Okay.
Like she was skinny than a motherfucker. But she was with the shits it wasn't because she was like thorough or could like throw like a sexy attitude. She was just whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So it was like a night where, you know what I'm saying, you remember them old Truth or Dare games or whatnot and shit like that. Yes, you do. Shut up. So fuck out of here, right? So yeah, all right. So nice little Truth or Dare game, and during each dare, everybody would we would cut the lights off. You got to cut the lights off during the dare.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't really want to, you know what I mean? Like everybody didn't want to be exposed because some of the dares just got the dare. It really wasn't even a truth or dare game. We ain't know enough about each other. It's just a dare. It was just a dare to dare.
Just dare.
Like truth or truth was a, you know what I mean? If you truth or truth a situation, it was like, you got to know the motherfucker, right?
Right.
But when you start talking about truth or dare, it was just dare. And the dare was somebody needs to blow somebody now. So we like, all right, well, who we talking about or whatnot, right? So we turn the lights off and somebody would say a name. And then somebody would say another name. So it went from my name was said, yeah, the back, Miss Know-It-All. You know what I'm saying? And then the other name was said, it was, and I'm like, no. So I lie to you not. I lay back on a chair. The lights is out. Back man out. And she proceeds to wrap her lips around said man, the top. And my brain had a. Hey, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. No. Listen, I was hard as Chinese arithmetic. You know what I'm saying? It was time to go. Come on, man. When you 18 years old or whatnot, you already you walk around with a semi. Yeah, like that's how, you know what I mean, young boys is. They just walk around, they ready to go at a given moment or whatnot. What you do? I seen the titty. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for it.
Oh, college.
So I swear to you, it didn't even get to like a emotion. It was like, I was like, nah. And I pushed her away. I had to. I could. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this ain't a go. Like, not with you. Like I can't. Like for some reason, my brain was telling me, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
I wish y'all could have.
So that's like I couldn't, man. I couldn't, man. I couldn't. Like, cause
I dig it.
Because like, think about it like this. What would everybody else say about you or what? They're like, yo, I heard you be on that shit, bro. Yo, I can't be that guy, man. Am I wrong?
No.
All right, good. Just tell me don't tell me I'm wrong.
Not doing
Like that shit is nuts, man. Like
I appreciate you not.
not to say that was the case. I just felt that way. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Shut the fuck up. Stop. Stop. What the fuck, man? What is wrong with you? Huh? What? No, it's not me. It's you. Like, what is wrong with you? Why you doing that? Why you doing that? That's not what it was, man. Jesus Christ, bro. Huh? Yo, see, I can't keep doing that. It's gonna throw the alignment of the video because this don't line up with the cameras.
Okay.
Stop, goofy. What's wrong with her? Movies.
I haven't seen. I want to go see Ghostbusters.
So we had tickets to go see Ghostbusters on Saturday,
and
because Don was in town,
right.
So old Knucklehead decides he wants to get his hair. The tickets was for 7. He wants to get his hair retwisted at 4, but didn't leave the house until 4:50 to go get him done.
How was you supposed to be on time?
Then he said,
why didn't you go without him?
Because we could have been one without him. We could have went without him when the first weekend it came out. We waited for him to come home until this weekend.
Right.
And then you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, bro, you killing me with this, dog. Like we was
y'all bought the tickets already.
Bought the tickets. We had to get a refund for them. But I'm like, this is stupid. Like listen. Oh, these children are the worst. And I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, I wanted to go see it. It was what it was. I watched Expendables 4 the other day.
I started
Ass.
started it.
Ass.
Barney's dead.
Please don't wait. Nick, are you kidding me right now? Did you say spoiler alert or anything? Don't waste your time, though. Please don't waste your time. The movie don't get no better. It don't get
I think
better.
where did I get
You're like 15 minutes in. You 15, 20 minutes in.
Probably.
Yeah.
I was
at
the part of what's my dude? Oh my
Jason
God.
Statham.
Yes. He was in the other country trying to get the boot from and that's where I
from Tony Jaa.
Right.
Yeah, it don't get no better. Bro, I'm telling you right
First
now.
of all, you act like these movies were like 100%
No.
good.
No, wait a minute. The first 3 was fly. The first one was who the fuck was the bad guy in the first one? It was Stone Cold and Eric Roberts. They were the bad guys in the first one, remember?
Okay.
The second one, Jean-Claude Van Damme was the fucking bad guy. That was my shit. That's when Liam Hemsworth was the rookie. He got killed. Jean-Claude Van Damme killed him at the beginning.
Yeah.
Then the third one was with Ronda Rousey, Victor Cruz. That shit was popping. Even though it was only PG-13, Mel Gibson was the bad guy. Mm-hmm. That shit was fly.
I just actually started watching that one.
That one was real. That was a real good one. This one, shout out to 50. Insert 50. Movie plummeted. I'm like, nigga, where to get Terry Crews ass back in head, dog? I'm like, why the token black guy to be 50?
You know what? I just love what I love about the Expendable franchise is that everybody should say it.
Everybody
for whatever reason.
Fucking Andy Garcia is in this one. Like, Andy Garcia ain't never did like you love Andy Garcia? That nigga's
okay. You do remember that he was in the Untouchables.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I remember that.
That might be
okay, so I can understand
where
that.
he gets.
I understand that, but he
was
was in
Godfather.
Godfather. No, he was in Godfather 3. Don't bastardize the good Godfathers with that bullshit.
Godfather 3.
He was in Godfather 3 with the fuckery.
Let me tell you something.
What's that?
Now, a couple of years ago, I finally watched Godfather 1 and 2.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. I got both of those underneath my belt within like 3 days.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch the last one. I have not finished it yet.
Because it ain't worth finishing it.
And then I'm like, wait a minute. He's supposed to be Sonny's son. Right?
No.
Yes. Yes.
No, he's not Sonny's son. That's fucking
He's
incest.
supposed to be Sonny's
He's not
He's supposed
Sonny's.
to be Sonny's bastard, bastard son.
Well, then that's incest.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That was no. No. I think he
Yes.
was his stepson or something like that. He wasn't his real son. So he's fucking his. Then he's fucking his first cousin. I didn't know that. Did you really want to know about the ending? You really wanted to finish watching it?
Yeah.
All right, forget it. I ain't gonna tell you that because that shit's ass.
Yeah. No, because Andy Garcia's name in the movie is Vincent Corleone.
Ew. And he was banging. What's his daughter's name?
Mary.
So he's banging his cousin. Ew. Now that shit. Oh, that's really taking me out. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was the cousin.
I peeped that.
That was
20 minutes in.
Oh, that's fucking weird. And he's banging his fucking cousin. That's we not doing that. All right, y'all. So we gonna go ahead and move. Oh, also, I started watching this new show, and it takes a little bit to get into, but I'm like 3 episodes.
Parents, Sonny Corleone and Lucy Mancini.
That's crazy. So I'm watching.
That's
this,
your nephew.
Yes, your fucking nephew
That's your nephew.
banging your daughter.
That's not like 10th cousin once removed.
I mean, the royal family been doing that shit for years.
For years.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different
Still
topic.
doing it.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth's husband was her cousin.
Exactly. That's a whole.
Anywho.
Yeah, but at least it
Anywho's.
was like twice removed or some shit like that because this shit is weird. So I started watching a show called The 3 Body Problem on Netflix.
Yes.
You have to check it out. I'm like 3 episodes in. It's a really weird like space age
It's
type.
on my list.
Yeah, check it out. It's so hard I can't even explain it to you. I could say the universe winks at a girl. The universe winks at a girl, like something, and then she has like a clock in her face, like she's an inventor. Yeah, you gotta watch it, like honestly, because then you gotta put on a helmet, and it's a video game. It's a whole different thing. Matter of fact, do that as homework or whatnot. We'll catch up on that together, and then kind of give a rundown.
The 3 body problem.
The 3 body problem, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, all right, we're gonna do this topic real quick, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here and whatnot. We ain't gotta stretch the episode too crazy.
Okay.
So Ty asked me earlier about what the topic should be and whatnot, and I said loyalty versus value. All right, so real quick, how do you define loyalty?
How do I define loyalty?
Yeah.
Loyalty is if I'm not in the room and someone's talking about me,
Okay.
you're not engaging that conversation.
Okay, so you talking about particular instances or whatnot.
But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I mean, but
Yeah.
to my friendship, that you value
Yeah.
my friendship, that
Right.
you would not do anything intentionally
Okay.
to hurt
okay.
me.
Okay. Right.
And
Right.
that you're going to have my back, I mean, and we're not even talking about doing something for me, just supporting me.
I'm gonna keep it real simple. My thought and my definition, because I think you go in particular with it. My simple definition of loyalty is essentially the practicing of undying devotion or honor or respect to a particular person or thing.
well, honoring and respecting our relationship.
Yeah, like a loyalty, like I mean, just being like
Yeah.
being.
And I'm not
able-
saying relationship as husband and wife, boyfriend and
yeah,
girlfriend,
like a
but,
relationship, yeah,
but a relation,
Or-
one
or-
person to another.
or a cause.
Yeah,
Because you could be loyal to a cause.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's what that is. All right. Now here's let's flip it over or whatnot. Pause. How do you
Enough for this episode.
how do you determine who to value? Particularly Kelly Q, when you think about a person or a thing that you can add value, the credence of value to, how do you determine that?
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
I know it's an interesting question, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I place value on those friendships that stand the test of time. They're not
Mm.
they're not fair weather friends. They're friends that have been
Right.
here with me, standing right beside me when it's sunny outside,
Right.
when it's raining, when there's a hurricane, when there's a tornado,
Yeah. Yeah.
when
Yeah.
everything settles,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they're still right there. So I value that person
Mm-hmm.
or those people
Right.
because they've shown their loyalty
Mm.
to me.
Okay. Okay.
What's funny is that how much value does someone have in you
Mm-hmm.
if they can just well, let me reverse it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people only value you
Mm-hmm.
for what you can do for them. And once you've done what you've needed to do for them,
Right.
then they don't value you anymore. They got what they needed.
Hmm.
Like
That's
I was
that's
thinking about that earlier when I saw it.
right.
I
Right.
was like,
That's interesting because I'm thinking that when we start talking about it and whatnot, I think that everybody on Earth has a level of value that they bring towards others. And when I look at it, I mean, not to say that that test is the loyalty, because I don't think that that's the case. What I do think is that I look at it and say, your value is exactly what you bring to each particular situation. So if move people's houses for a living, and it's two of us, and we fucking lift shit up, we pick things up, put them down, and move them and whatnot. Your value is exactly the other side of what I need it to be. Unfortunately, excuse me, everybody's value doesn't show up in the same way.
right.
So the problem what it
Well,
is
value is like a fingerprint.
right. So because the next question is saying that do you feel that more people value you the more loyal they are to you? So, and that's kind of what I was thinking about, was talking about, was the fact that it's a show and prove situation with anything, like even with a job. You know what I'm saying? You show up every day and you do a job, and the better that you do the job is the higher that your stock goes up and your value goes up to that particular thing. So therefore, people can only reciprocate that into the way to say, because it's not as simple as you lift one end and I lift the other. It's not equal playing field that way. It's that you do something and I'll show you that I'm loyal to you because of what you're able to do. And as superficial and as like shallow as all of that sounds, that's in every transaction in life. Because who do you know that does anything equally cut straight down the middle?
Oh, no one.
And that's kind of my point. I mean, we talk about relationships because these two words like they're actually branches of relationships. This is exactly, they're at the root of every situation. So, Lord, like when we start talking about, like when we talk about all this red pill shit and all this shit that women say and all this shit, how these things that men feel, it's because that there is a conflict in people's value. You know what I'm saying? Like women say, I need a nigga's value to be this. We start talking about high value man. We start talking about he need to make this, he need to drive this, he need to do this, that, and the third.
And you
And
know that's I have a problem with that because
Yeah.
you can want a high value man,
Right.
but are you deserving
And not
of
only
a high value man? But same thing for a man who says I want this, that, and the third in a
Right.
woman, but
what
once you get that,
right.
you even know what to do with it.
So it brings me back to when I was always talking about, and I think it even said it last week when we start talking about who has a price. I think that the value that you're looking for, you're saying that you purchase I'm purchasing you for the value that you are, or purchasing you or acquiring you for the value that I feel like you are,
I'm
right?
allowing you in my life.
Right. And
I'm
then
opening the door and
and-
allowing you in my life because these are the things that you can do,
right.
and these are the things that you can do.
And I can't, and most of the time when people do that, I'm not looking to match the value. I'm looking to give you my undying loyalty. It's almost like it's a weird concept
Yeah.
because the women are never saying like you bring 50, I bring 50. The niggas is never saying you make this much money, I make this much money and whatnot. Niggas is always looking at it to say that's why I feel like a lot of times when we start talking about this men and women argument in relationships, we're talking about men being a little bit more pragmatic and women being a little bit more emotional. Right. The man is talking like, yo, I need your loyalty. I need you to love me through and through. I need you to be there. I need you to hold this shit down when things get rough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you or practice being valuable to you. Now, unfortunately, I think we got it fucked up because we misconstrue a woman's loyalty for baseline value. We say that her loyalty is going to judge what her value is. I think that's wrong. I think it's fucked up. I think we got the scale all off because
and realize that our loyalty
right
can be lost real quick.
All right.
Off
So
of
speak
off
on
of
that.
some shit. If you do some dumb shit,
You been talking about cheating.
if you do some dumb shit,
Right.
there's a myriad of dumb shit things that men can do. But you do some dumb shit, and I'm done with you.
Mm-hmm.
My loyalty is done with you as well. Now, anything you may have told me in confidence, I may keep that. That doesn't mean I'm loyal to you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to respect what we had at that time enough not to repeat that. But what we had,
Do you feel that you value people that are more loyal? Do they both go hand in hand?
I think they go hand in hand.
And I think, but see, that's my thing.
I'm going to value you,
Yeah.
Keith, more
Right.
than I am some other people I might know.
Okay.
Because
right.
you've shown improved
Yeah.
without me ever asking who you are in my life.
Right.
You know, you broski.
Yeah.
All day long.
Right.
I know that if, God forbid, I need to call you at 2:00 in the morning,
Right.
something is going down, I know you gonna answer the phone.
But I've showed you my value by being at a point of loyalty.
Right.
So.
But it's never been anything that I've asked you to do.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I see what you're saying.
This is something that you have.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things. It's something that you give freely.
Right.
I'm not asking anyone to be loyal to me.
Right.
I'm not
right.
My sisters are my sisters. My bros are my bros.
Right.
They're all. These are not people that I call acquaintances.
Right.
These are not people I just call my friends. These are people that I literally say, these are my brothers and my sisters. These are the people that my son actually will say, aunt this, uncle that. Because you've shown improve without me ever having to ask you to be who you are.
So the reason why I said this and I brought this up, because we can go around and around, because I think that we're coming to a good point with this. Lately, there has been, and remember when I said I wasn't going to talk about pot, and we can close out after this. I wasn't going to talk about, excuse me, podcasting about podcasting, right?
Right.
But lately, we've come to a crossroads into which, please don't sing Bone Thugs and Harmony. Please don't. Like, honestly. I mean, first,
Okay.
it's fucking ridiculous, man. Like honestly, it's ridiculous.
I gotta go home now.
So, look. So, here's the thing. Remember when I was telling you about the See the Thing Is podcast? So now all this shit has come to light where this situation Remember when I told you that they had a podcast and it ended for whatever reason? Oh, no. It ended because there was a problem with the way that things were considered. And these are regular things. This is not the first, this is not the second, it's not the third, it's not the fourth, it's not the fifth. And this is the thing, right? The one thing that I say that we talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like wherever we stand at, especially as podcast partners or whatnot, we look at it in a specific fashion. You understand that this is my baby and you contribute to it in the best way that you know how to, right? So therefore, when it comes down to certain aspects of it, I can understand it being, you know what I mean, me doing it, you know, a specific type of things, you know what I mean, that you know, to promote the podcast, to put it together, the editing and whatnot. I wouldn't actually do that. You know how to do that. So therefore, it's not taking any value away from it, but your value is what your value is as a part of being a correspondent.
Continuously showing up,
Right. So here's the thing. These
throwing out ideas. If
right.
you could take them,
Yeah.
you could take them, you could tweak them, you
Right.
could say maybe next season, maybe whatever.
Absolutely.
But, I may not be able to financially contribute, but my loyalty to the show
Right.
has me showing up.
Exactly. So and that's where it boasts the value.
Mm-hmm.
In these spaces, in these podcasts.
In these podcast streets.
So I'm just stemming it back. Joe Budden podcast, the original iteration of it, right? What happened was it became a pocket watching thing. And this all starts from pocket watching. Niggas come in, they build up fair contracts, they understand exactly what the money needs to be. The way that the money comes in changes, but there's still not a way everybody's being paid. It's just things have changed. We no longer have the contract from the big wig, we got it ourselves. When I see you still, like they see him looking like he's still getting money. Now it's open the books up. I want to see, why does this look like this? That was never said, but that was kind of what was in, you know what I mean? What implied. Worst case scenario. So he's like, well, bro, even if you saw me on that type of time, this is what I bring to this. This is my shit. I bought this, I do this, I make this, I hired this, I do this, that, and the third. These things need to be, what's called, we had another conversation about some shit like that earlier. That's a whole nother thing. Right. But that's the value. Okay? So cool. Yeah. Here's the thing. You have
the people, and it's not a show I have entertained.
Right.
But you have the people that show up.
Right.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Put the headphones on, talk in that moment.
Yeah.
And leave for the day.
And see, and that's the thing. So what happens?
So you get paid for that.
Right.
And then you have the people that come in an hour or two early.
Right.
Help out with this and that.
Yeah.
Have a conversation with the host.
Right.
What direction we want to take the show.
Mm-hmm.
You get paid for that.
But I think that, so this is a situation, as these things start changing. I think
people don't understand
their
value.
Because what happens is that when things begin to change, people, it's easy for somebody, put it like this, it's easy for somebody to, revisionist history, it's easy for somebody to kind of not understand what it's about when you feel like you standing next to that person doing these things. Mm-hmm. So, same thing happened. Like I had another, you know what I'm saying, a podcast that I know about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That happened. So
I just twisted it.
What is, snagged your finger?
No, I twisted my neck.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. So sometimes in these situations, like I heard about another podcast, you know what I'm saying? Not a big podcast, but somebody, ground level, you know what I mean? Even less than this. After 6 episodes, it became a thing. All you do is show up and sit down and stand in the third. But what about what I bring to the I got a higher platform than you do. When I do shit, it blows up because of what I bring to it. Right. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm paying for this. I'm paying for that. These things start to come to pass.
What you're paying for.
Yeah,
what
but
are you contributing?
And that's the thing. So here we go. After that,
everybody want to be a podcaster, but don't nobody want a podcast.
After that, there's Bridget and Mandy thing that I'm talking about. And shout out to Bridget and Mandy. All respect in the world for you. I love the podcast. But what happened was you had one that was doing the back end work, and the other one was like okay, cool. You know what I mean, you doing this, but this one is saying, look, I'm stressed. We're in this as partners because they was with the Joe Budden network before and they left and went on their own. So essentially, when they was doing things, then it became a thing. It became like a seesaw thing where they're funding everything themselves. One opens up a studio, and the other one, you know what I'm saying? You think like, all right, I'm looking for you. This is it's like contractual agreements now. We have a contract. What I need you to do as Bridget Kelly is to bring a specific amount of people in here because you got Music Connects. We're a music podcast, so therefore we need musical guests. And what happens is that they're, you know what I mean, they were all different types. I mean, now back and forth, long story short, they're airing each other out because one's value
It's not the same.
is not considering the other's value. It's not even about who's the same and who's not the same. It's like, I'm Bridget,
I think
and I feel like
people
my
don't
value is
realize
this. Yeah.
the work behind the scenes.
No, they don't. And I
Of
also think that
everything.
everybody's value needs to be placed in consideration. Everybody in this podcast space, everybody has to talk to each other about what's what. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to have these conversations, especially when you start making money off the situation. You have to draw the line of what it is that needs to be done. Because now it becomes a thing. It's like, well, I'm feeling a way towards you because I do all of this and you do this, and I don't think it's adding up. And they probably like, well, if it wasn't for me doing this, you wouldn't be able to do this. And they're like, well, who the fuck is you saying? I've been doing this or I've been doing this. So now everybody is, you know what I mean? And this happening a whole lot in podcast land because there are no constructed borders in, you know what I'm saying, into whatever the value of one thing or another. I think each thing needs to be valued and taken apart and dissected in a particular way. And I think that that's really what it is because they're loyal to what the causes they have, but they're looking at their value on a different level, especially if one is overwhelmed. Like she was getting overwhelmed. Like, she couldn't deal with this shit. She's like, I got this and 15 other things on my plate. But you got to understand, your 15 other things that don't involve this don't have anything to do with this person.
Yeah.
So therefore, how could she take the value of what you're doing into consideration at all points when she's looking at what she does? That's the reason why I said it has to be dissected. This shit is happening more and more and more with podcasts, and even it's from the bottom to the top. And that's one of the reasons why I say that that's probably why it's important to start off with understanding what where the loyalty lies. The loyalty lies in this. And if there's conversations need to be have the conversations. But these people is going off the deep end because now they looking at it like, yo, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm my worth is this, or I'm doing this, and my value is this, and you don't do. You know what I mean? It's important.
Like, when you're podcasting,
Mm-hmm.
you have to look at
Right.
the person you're podcasting with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Especially when you're doing something in the realm of like what we're doing.
Right. Right.
Do you fucks with this person?
Hmm.
On the real.
Right. Right.
On outside of this, if this podcast never does another show,
Right. Right.
do you fuck with this person?
Right.
And just because you were on a show together before,
Right. Right.
doesn't necessarily mean you two can break off and do your own show.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic.
Okay.
But doesn't that, what you're saying, doesn't that
I mean, it sounds good.
Don't see it sound good right now. Let me ask you a question. Don't that lend to the value of kind of what we're talking about, or the way that somebody considers?
Because like my thing is,
Mm-hmm.
here's the Joe Budden show,
Right.
and y'all were on it.
Yeah.
But were y'all partners before the show?
Not
Did
partners. Right. Yeah.
Or did y'all link up on the show?
Mhm.
Y'all had a good vibe
Mhm.
and thought it would be a good idea to do a spinoff.
So,
But did y'all go into the whole what that would mean?
But see, they didn't do the spinoff until the initial relationship was eradicated. So that's kind of the point, though, because what happens then is that you have to start from square A because you're starting in spite of, not because of. That's the point.
Right.
So if I say if we get to the next level, you know what I'm saying, where we need to be at, and I say to you, Kelly, I need you to do a pod. Like do a pod and whatnot that'll help you bring bread in, and you know what I'm saying, and this is that and the third. I'm looking at you like do it because certain things, what happens is that it puts it in a better perspective to say, yo, this is going to work out for the entirety of the network if you do this. A lot of times what happens is that those people don't really have an interest in doing it. They're along for the ride at that moment, and then when they turned in pocket watch and it didn't like what they saw, all of a sudden it's like, yo, fuck that. No, we don't want this no more. But then
That's
end
the
up
problem.
but then end
That's
up
one of the major problems.
yeah.
Is the pocket watching.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
if let's just say we walking down the street,
Yeah.
if I'm watching your feet,
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to mine.
There you
And
go.
if I'm not paying attention to mine, that means I'm gonna fall.
But that's all. But you know what?
I'm
That
gonna
comes
fall. I'm gonna trip, and it ain't gonna look good.
absolutely. It also comes from mistrust, though, especially in our community. We don't trust shit. We don't trust shit because of the simple fact that it's a difference between being fair is fair, but a lot of times it comes from some sort of trauma. It's a PTSD thing and whatnot. Even family members, you don't trust motherfuckers. And here's the thing: I don't know what it looks like for millions of dollars to be on the table. So
But let's find out.
yeah, exactly. But the scariest thing is that when you start looking at these people, is it that right? Like put it like this: you win the Powerball, right? And we both like we buy the group tickets together or whatnot. How many times have you heard about the girl that bought the tickets for the office hit and this the fuck appear? Because of the simple fact that that's the toughest thing in the world, like to try to understand where somebody's mind is at the moment that something like that is put in their lap.
Yeah.
I think this is what happens. I think that you have to have
I think literally
right.
that is why I've never done it.
Yeah. When
I've
everybody-
bought tickets. Like
right.
I've bought tickets when they bought tickets, but
Yeah.
I didn't buy tickets with them.
Listen, that shit is
Because
just
I'm saying when that money hit,
the whole thing is that
I'm gonna need all of it.
I mean, that's the problem though too, because like I said, our culture is our culture or whatnot. Like shit, I've done it where we won a contest before. I had a conversation with my man. I said, I'm putting you on to this contest. We both gonna do it. Whoever win, we gonna split the money. He won. We ain't split the money. But I had to have an understanding about just what it meant to either have the money, split the money, or do something because of the simple fact, the one thing that I looked at is like, all right, I'm working, you not. You didn't disappear. You just turned the money into something that we all needed. And I respected that. Some people wouldn't even do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. We gonna come back to this though, because I actually like this topic. This is very, very deep, and even in a situation when more people are involved.
Realty and value part 2.
Yeah, and we have a bunch of people around because I want to talk about
We
this.
should have some more.
Yeah, like a round table because some maybe people have to really, really talk about this shit because I'm trying to tell you, people will fucking surprise you.
Yeah.
They'll surprise you in a heartbeat because each situation is a different scenario.
Yeah.
You know.
Because what I choose to value
Yeah.
is not exactly what you're going to choose to value.
Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Get with us on IG at Mr._KnowItAll_pod. The Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast on TikTok. And please, as always, send all of your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. That's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com.
When's the last time we got a story?
Oh, my God.
Like when we first got the email?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Why
It's been a while.
somebody send a story?
No, people are very, very private. It's the craziest shit in the
We
world.
can change names. I might
All
have
right.
to send in an email
So here-
myself and change the name.
So let me ask you a question.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Agree or disagree? There we go. We got to do that again. Agree or disagree? I would lick a homeless man's ass for $10 million if it meant that I would never go broke, or I would
Disagree.
wait, or I would flash the whole world at the presidential inauguration if it meant I got $1 billion that would be gone in 10 years. Do you agree?
Okay, wait.
You agree with the first one, or you disagree with the second one? Or you agree? Which one of them do you agree with? Which one do you agree with? Which one do you disagree with? So you would lick a homeless man's ass for $10 million, but the $10 million, you the smartest ever with it and whatnot. You're so fucking great at managing the money. It lasts you for the rest of your life. It's generational wealth.
Okay.
Or you would flash the world at the presidential inauguration for $1 billion that would be spent up in 10 years.
How could $1 billion be spent in 10 years?
Listen, you missing what I'm saying.
I'm not missing. I just got.
You wondering how the
questions in my
billion gonna be
head.
spent. You just listen. You like Richard Pryor in Brewster's Billions. Like that's what it is.
All right. Well, I would personally. I'll do the Flash, cause I ain't looking at nobody.
So you would do the
I
Flash,
ain't looking nobody's ass.
but you gonna
I'm
spend.
not looking no homeless man's ass.
Did you see my lottery TikTok?
No.
You ain't see my lottery TikTok?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. So just imagine that'll be you. $1 billion spent within 10 years, but generational wealth. So you agree to
But if I
flash?
spent it,
Mm-hmm.
like knowing me,
Right.
I know what I spent it on.
No, but you spent it on frivolous shit. It's
Oh
gone.
no, you.
It's gone. It's
See,
gone.
You making me spend it on frivolous stuff. It's not frivolous in my head.
I understand that, but it's gone. You know, there's nothing to show for it.
I bought stocks and bonds.
No, you didn't.
I did.
All that shit is gone. You went crazy.
I did.
You spent $700,000 a month on fucking Amazon. You did all types of goofy shit.
I didn't do that shit.
I'm just saying.
That's some bullshit.
I know it's some bullshit, right?
Yeah, I would never do
So
that. Like I would never do that.
I know you never do that. So you agree with flashing the world?
Mm-hmm.
You agree with and you disagree with licking a homeless man's ass for the generational $10 million?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think I'm doing?
Flashing.
I don't. Now I'm gonna tell
First
you.
of all, I dare you to. I double dog dare you to say it out your mouth on video.
You know what I would do? I would get.
Bye, y'all. We have to go. I have to go home.
And now it's time to
I have
say
to get outta
goodbye
here.
to all my Negro friends. Yo,
I've been in the basement too long.
it's episode 178, man. We will holler at y'all next week. Love you dearly. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. That's Kellie Q. And we out. Peace.
Well, you shouldn't be such a smart mouth, Mr. Know-It-All.